Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod we got an interesting one here. This is called Climb the Commonwealth. What this mod does is it adds ladders to the game. Climbable ladders, because obviously that was a thing that was not achievable in Fallout 4 originally. They added that, in Starfield? So we see here, right outside of Vault 111, there's a ladder here on this billboard. So if we go up to this, we can hit A and we go to climb up. So that puts us into the climbing mode, right? So I'm not touching the controller or anything. If I hit up on the controller, it automatically plays an animation. I just tapped it one time up, and now I'm climbing up. Now you do get access to locations like the top of this billboard here that you previously didn't have access to without, like, a jetpack or jump height or kind of crazy stuff. Now you can't, like, I'm trying to figure out how to climb down. It's a tougher thing. Like, it's not the perfect thing. And obviously, like I said, I hit the A button on it. I don't automatically climb down. You can't move up and down the ladder. So if I start going down, I'm going to finish going down. I'm pulling up on the thing. It's a cool little animation, though. Look, I'm sliding down. Now, the thing about this particular mod, we're going to head over here to Concord. I don't know exactly where all the ladders are at. And I think they should be more places. Like, this is a really cool mod. This is just like a actual gameplay feature that makes sense to exist. I don't know why Bethesda, at the time of even Fallout 4, couldn't figure out how to get ladders to work. Now, I know there's one more over here. I would like to show off, a good chunk of them, because this is a kind of a cool one as it is too, because there's this little railway here, and there's two ladders here. So we can go to this one. We can start. It's a little bit finicky about how to get on it, but you do climb up. You start with that motion upwards, you climb up. And you can't climb down once you're on the ladder either. The only way you can go is up. But there's another ladder here. So we can get up to this rooftop here. I just got to jump. It's a little bit of a weird thing. But you actually have to look at one of the rungs of the ladder. So if I go down, it does not go down. If I hit any movement in any way, it just climbs up the ladder. There's no, like, actual climbing up the ladders. Like, it's not like you're actually moving up and down them. But this is a whole access to a location that you previously didn't have overlooking Concord. If you somehow got a sniper rifle early in the game, you can start picking off the raiders that are attacking Preston way over there. That's an interesting thing. It's a very cool gameplay feature. Now, the problem about it is, I think, is that there's just not enough goddamn ladders. The mod author does list that, like, they're going to add more ladders over time. A lot more, hopefully. Now, I know there's one here, right? You can see that there's one up there. That's previously not probably there, but I don't even know how you access that one in the first place, right? Like, I guess you can climb up this pole. Could you do the funky physics things? Bethesda's doesn't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't want me to do it. They cannot. They're afraid of what I can achieve, given the freedom to. Yeah. So you can come up that. You get a ladder, and it's always the same animation every time. The down is always the same. The slide down. So it's not like particularly in depth, but it's way more in depth in the fact that you didn't have climbing ability at all in this game for the longest time. That's a little bit weird. And then the climb down, I imagine, is going to be a little weirder too. Yeah, like, you're going to clip my head through the thing, but, and like I said, you get on the ladder, then you hit any kind of movement input at all, and it's automatically going to slide you down. That's pretty cool. It's still good. It's still definitely good. It just needs to be ladders everywhere, I think. Right? There should be a ladder almost on every building in the game. That would be the achievable goal for me, personally. Just having access to high ground is a big deal. So even if you didn't have that previous spot, you didn't find that, you find this spot, you can get on this roof. And this gives, Preston's literally right there, right? Like, and this is a nice little overlook position that you previously couldn't access, right? Like, you could get up, kind of, maybe, with that power pole or whatever, like I did the little parkour stuff with. It's just little hippie hoppities. And then obviously I have access to all these rooftops here and stuff too. This is all kind of very cool. It's just the rooftops. Obviously we've been able to access rooftops pretty much the whole beginning of the game since we got jetpacks, right, in this particular Fallout game. You could get up things, but, like, I've been trying to look around too. I thought that downtown would be the spot, like, just anywhere in Boston would have, like, all kinds of ladders. But I don't see them as frequently as I expected to, right? I expected them to be kind of all over. And I know the mod author, like I mentioned, said that they were going to add more over time, but, like, why isn't there a ladder on this building somewhere? Right? Like, because, like, I don't know how exactly it works, right? Is there, like, one? There's one here now, so that's an interesting thing. This is still a new one. Like, I don't know if they're starting, like, kind of bake, There's no animation, obviously, even to get on that, too. Like, this one you'd have to jump for, but you don't actually jump for it. Like, it's not perfect by any means, but it does. The gameplay opportunity of it is kind of insane. Now, like I said, I went to downtown, and I looked all over. I didn't find a single ladder downtown, like, in the greater Boston area, where there's all those really tall buildings where you'd want to climb up. Now, obviously, having access to this is cool, but, like, there's just, I just wish there was more. Obviously, once they start going out here, there shouldn't be too many. We're going to look around a little bit more, and I'll see if I find some more, but, like, I also want to talk about, like, how, Obviously, there can't be one here, because if there's a ladder here, you could just skip the whole Preston Garvey thing, I guess. I mean, not that that matters too much. I think that's like an available thing. If you're modding the game, who gives a fuck? Right? Like, but like, or like a ladder on the back of this, like, just a ladder almost on every building. Right? And you could just say that, like, you know, lore reason why is the Commonwealth really cared about fire safety or whatever. Right? Some of these rooftops are still inaccessible without a jetpack. You could still jetpack. You could fly up there, right? Essentially, effectively, or you could do, you know, cheat things with your jump height and all kinds of stuff. But there's not necessarily ladders all over the place. Like, I'm gonna go to take us to the downtown Boston area, right? Kind of like in the thick of it, right? Like, and we're gonna kind of just go around together, and we're gonna talk about if we're gonna see if we could find any ladders, and we're gonna talk about where they should be, where I could think you could put one, and because like that's what the model says is they're asking for places you could put a ladder. Hello, Raider. No. All of you know. Okay. Hi. Okay, let's just clear some stuff out. Now, obviously, there's some super duper tall skyscrapers that you can't put a ladder on. Like, I don't know if I should put a ladder on this building so I can climb to the very tippy top of a skyscraper. That might make the game crash. And I know people get real on my case sometimes about like how negative I am about Fallout's performance, but like it is not great. Especially since that next gen update, they should just really still go out of their way to fix that. Bethesda, take some of that Xbox money and you know fix Fallout 4. But yeah, you'd think there'd be some kind of ladders anywhere around here, right? Like any of these buildings would have some climbability. Now, obviously, I am partially blind. I will mention this in every video that it's relevant. I have you know a very low in real life perception score. Glasses wouldn't help. It's just I'm just bad. All right, but like you would think that like you could find a building somewhere around downtown, like maybe here, you can climb up to that, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can climb up here anyway. That's probably part of the reason is that there's a lot of climbable options already. So maybe you just, like maybe there's a ladder over there, right? But you would think. I just don't see enough of it. It's a really cool feature. That's the thing that I just want more of it. Fucking rad scorpion. Get the fuck out of my game. Fucking hate rad scorpions. I mean, like I said, this big old building. There's no reason like that'd be insane to put a ladder on that, right? Because you just like climb too high. But like, I'm just trying to think like, why is there no ladder here? This building, like somewhere on this side here or something, right? Like, and you could look around for these things. And it's just, like I said, I spent a good amount of time this morning. Oh no, I revealed that I record videos in the morning. But I spent a good amount of time this morning looking around for these things, right? Like, looking for examples of ways to show off how cool this is, but in this particular Boston area, it's just not a lot. Or any. I haven't found any. I haven't found a single ladder in this thing. That's not saying that they're not there. Boston's a big area. Big framey son of a bitch that just fucking tanks my FPS all the time, no matter what fucking performance mods I install. Like, obviously, you can climb up that building, so you really don't need it, but, like, you could put it there anyway. Fuck it. Like, give me alternative options, like, almost, immersive sim level, right? Like, give me the option to climb buildings in multiple different ways, to sneak in them and stuff. Like, we talked about this before. There's like these balconies here that have existed. These are vanilla balconies with no way to previously access them, right? So, like, you put a ladder here. There should be a ladder right there on that one, because we saw that literally in Concord. That's like a similar level of, like, the functionality would be identical, right? Like, and there's no ladder on this building at all. Like, I just don't know if there's any in this area. This is the DB Technical High School. It's a cool spot, and you can get on the roof. It's not saying you can't get on the roof of this building through other ways, but why is there not a ladder to do so as well, right? Like, I spend my time just like panning around looking for ladders, and I still can't see enough of them. Like, it's not a huge mod, so obviously whatever you get out of it is still good, but like, ladder here to access that balcony, right? Like, why does it not exist? Like, there could be one just, I mean, I don't know how exactly it works and if it's a possibility, but you should just put, I think this mod just needs ladders practically as many places as you could possibly think to put them. I don't know if that would cause some kind of problem or whatever, but like, you should. Because like, there's this staircase here. Usually there's a bunch of the raiders up literally on that staircase. So what if you could have a ladder to get up the back end or something? But there's nothing. There's no, like, I mean, you guys can point out, somebody might even point out in the comments that like, oh, you missed like 3 ladders. I might have, okay? Like, that, I'll take some accountability here that, you know, I don't see everything that exists. Right? But like, where's my ladder here? Right? Like, just right. I mean, I don't know how exactly it works. Some of these surfaces, like these walls, are not perfectly flat, and I don't know if that causes some weirdness. You can make the ladder work though, right? Like, there's no ladder on this building. There's no way to get to the roof of this building, I don't think. Right here, right? Like, And you could. I think you should. I think you should put a ladder everywhere. If the mod author wants me to ask for ladders, I want ladders everywhere. Put ladders fucking everywhere. Let me climb things. Let me get more gameplay opportunity, because that's really what it's all about. This mod is gameplay opportunity. This allows you to have gameplay features that previously didn't exist, that give you opportunities to change the way that you play the game. Access combat encounters in different methods and stuff, right? Like, but there's just not, I mean, there's not really a whole lot of ladders around here, or like I said, any still. I haven't found any. That doesn't mean they don't exist in this downtown area, but I was just, this is where I expected them all to be, right? Like all of them. There'd be a ladder almost on every building here, right? You would have ways to climb up. Now, obviously, like I said, we talked about, there is some staircases here. There's ways to climb up this particular building. But why wouldn't you have like a ladder on the opposite end as a climb up, climb down? Just like I said, as a gameplay opportunity, not a mandate. You don't have to. It's not the only way to access the roof of this building, but it's another way which gives you opportunity in order to, you know, customize the way you play. Now, like, I don't know what this fucking raider's even doing here in this building with like one little sleeping bag by themselves. They climb up to this part. I don't know, right? Like this roof is inaccessible. We kind of access this, but like, what about on this side of the building? We could get up to that thing, and that's a previously inaccessible location. You could snipe from up there. You could do all kinds of things. But I am, like I said, really trying hard to find a ladder in this downtown Boston area to show off to you guys, and it's just, there's just not any, which amazes me, because like a balcony situation, you'd have like a set of ladders to go top. Like there's just not any ladders, man. I would like to show them to you. I would like to be like, hey, look, cool, you can access this building here. And we did show off some. Obviously, there's in Concord, and I'm sure there's other locations in the game. I'm not going to go around looking literally everywhere and try to find every ladder added by the mod, but I would expect there to be more in this area. Like, even if they were kind of hidden, obscured, right? Like a little bit harder to find. And they are kind of hard to find because they're rusty-looking ladders, and they kind of blend in with the surfaces of the building. But there isn't any. Like, I know some of the tallest buildings I would not allow, because that would be an insane climb. I don't know how exactly it would handle it, but like, there's definitely places I could put some. Like right there, that's a nice little green flat surface, right? Like, you just climb that. Fuck it. Put them everywhere. Every goddamn where. There should be a ladder. Like, that's my opinion of it, right? Is like, I see another balcony right there, this one, and it's not accessible from here. But what if you made it accessible from here with a ladder? I don't know. Wait, no. I know, I probably think that there's a way to access this in a different method, right? But like you probably have to go in the building and then come out. But what if you could just skip to the roof? Like, would that hurt anything? I don't know. Like, somebody would have to describe to me the damage that would fucking do. Because there's like a raider up there shooting at me even, like, right? So, obviously I'm supposed to be able to get up some way, right? Because I can't, like, they don't put people where you can't go. But like, what if there's a ladder here and I could just climb up the back way or something, right? Like right there on this thing or something, right? Like, there's just so many opportunities for this, and I was really excited for this as a gameplay feature. But I just don't, I mean, there's another opportunity right here. Look at another balcony you could just climb up on and then climb the stairs, right? Like, but instead you got to go to an interior cell and then come out, when there could just be a ladder. I mean, this almost even looks like a ladder. You just put one, like, boom, climb up. I don't know, right? Like, just more of them. I just, like, especially in this downtown area. This is the area where I always feel like I need to recommend, you know, you got to have a scope weapon, because everybody's up on a real high building, got high ground on you. Like, you know, there is some staircases, and I like to say that this is not fine. And this is one of the better, I think one of the best parts of Fallout 4 in terms of a gameplay ability is like the verticality of the whole thing is very cool. We can climb up here. Like, why couldn't we? And then you could do some weird parkour jumpy things, I guess. Like, if you have high enough agility stat to jump. But like, why is there not ladders everywhere? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think of this mod, the Climb the Commonwealth. I was hoping to find at least one ladder down here to you know, prove that they exist. Hello, Sentry Bot. Please don't be mad at me. Put the gun away, okay? I'm not hostile to you and your family, okay? But like, I just can't find any of them. Not to, like I said, not to say that they're not here, but I just need more ladders. It's still a mod I recommend downloading, because it is just a cool gameplay feature that should. Is that a ladder? No, it's just a pipe, right? Like, damn it, like right? Like, you just like, I see the opportunities. There's so many little cracks and crevices and alleyways and stuff. So you could hide them technically, and I could not be finding them, and that's true. But like, I just don't. I just want way way more ladders. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. Are you going to be checking out this mod for yourselves, even with the limited ladders? Where would you put a ladder in the game? Like, is there a particular building or rooftop or whatever you'd like access to based off of a ladder, right? Like, because if they can do it, they should do it everywhere. That's my opinion of the situation. If you can do it everywhere. Because, like, the stairs, like the scaffolding, that's cool, right? And the scaffolding exists because Bethesda couldn't do ladders, right? Otherwise, there'd probably just be ladders on the buildings anyway. But now, if we can do ladders, let's put ladders everywhere. Some races here, right? But, like, it's just a lot of missed opportunity, I think, with this particular mod. Not because it's not good, but because it's so good, it's just underutilized, right? Like, that's my opinion of it. Like, it's just, you're just relying on stairs. That car's gonna go boom. Hey, you guys can shoot me if you want to, if it really helps you guys feel better about yourselves. But just not enough. Just not enough ladders in this particular mod. The mod that literally says climb the Commonwealth, but, like, is, like, actually we mean, like, 4 spots. I'm not saying that it's all 4 spots. That's probably pretty negative and harsh, but I'm not trying to be that mean about it. But, like, look, another balcony you could climb up to if you had a ladder here, right? Like, there's just so many spots that I think deserve this. There will also be a link in the top of the description so you can download this mod for yourself. Like I said, small mod file size, and it could always be updated over time to add more ladders. I think it is worth having in your game. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating down below. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.